Hey everybody, I apologize that this video might be a little goofy because I'm doing this with my keyboard. The video I originally set up didn't record properly, so we're going to kind of do this on the fly. I wanted to walk through a couple of examples of problems that you're going to have on the review for tomorrow's quiz. So if you could make sure you have that out, and we're going to look at page numbers 2 and 3 here. For this one, all you're doing is you're trying to say, is the slope positive, negative, and the two that we haven't talked about yet are 0 and undefined. Easiest way to deal with that is if you plot the points. So here's negative 3, 0. Here's negative 3, 6. You can see that this line is vertical. And if you go through and do the math here, remember that slope is the change of y over change of x, or the dependent change, independent change. What you're going to end up doing is this. You'll end up having, you're going to subtract off the y values first. So you're going to go 0 minus 6. And then you'll have negative 3 minus negative 3. You get a fraction bar in there. And so when you do the math here, you're going to end up with this. And on the top, you're just going to get negative 6 or 6, depending upon the order that you're doing things in. On the bottom, you're going to get 0. Now, if you take out your calculator for that, you will see that I don't think that's going to record. If you take it out, you're going to see that your calculator is going to have an error on that. And the reason for that is you can't divide through by 0. If you divide through by 0, technically, well, we'll talk more about this later, but you're cutting it into infinitely small parts, and so technically you're getting infinitely many parts. So when you see this, oops, wrong direction. What you're going to answer is that option of undefined. And because the slope is 0, like we talked about today, is going to actually have, since there's no change in the up and down value, the y value, you have a slope of 0. Here, in this case, it's undefined. For number 3, again, you just plot the points and see which direction it's going to come out. So, here, negative 3, 3 is here. Now here, be careful of how the things are being, or how the intervals are being counted. So here, notice we're counting by 2s. So actually this point should be here. And then for the other one, 7, negative 1, your answer would be here. Your point would be here. So then when you draw your points, or draw your line, it goes that direction. So that's going to be negative. Again, you don't actually have to calculate out the slopes here. You know what the direction, if you know what it looks like, you know the orientation of it, you can just write down what it is for that first page. On the second page, these are just regular slope problems. So again, you're just going to type in everything, or you're going to calculate out the parts as you need. So again, for slope, you end up with, in this case here, change in y. The y is always the second value, remember? So 3 minus 3 over, and then 2 minus 3. Again, remember, just punch it into your calculator. You don't have to worry about trying to be fancy and trying to change, is it adding the opposite or any of that. And then from there, you get 0 on the top, 5 on the bottom. So then from that, just get slope equals 0. That's it. Again, same as what we did before. Nothing surprising. Shouldn't be anything surprising. I just thought we'd go through and do an example for you. 16, 17, 18, same idea. Again, like what we did before here. Key. So again, for this one, you've got, again, just pick the y values. So we've got 8 minus -2. And on the bottom, it's going to be 5 minus 5. Oops. So then for here, you've got on the top 10, on the bottom 0. So this is again one of those options, or I should say options, one of those opportunities we're going to actually be able to say undefined. So this would be a vertical line. If you think about it, it makes sense because, I mean, these 2 points, you're moving over 5, and one you're going down to, the other one you're going up 8. So, okay, last one. The story problems, or the real-life adventure problems we've been doing for a while, so that shouldn't be too hard. These ones are interesting. Again, remember, we've got our slope here. So when you set this up, the difference is I'm giving you the slope. Here, oops, you've got like -2 minus some number y, and we don't know what it is. Over here on the bottom, then we're also going to have, so we start with -2, so we've got -9 minus -3. So when you're doing this, the best thing to do is simplify the bottom. So this section right here, this is where not having the smartboard is going to come apart. So this whole thing here, you're now going to end up with this. You're going to get 1, oops, don't want to underline, 1 equal to, I'm going to still have -2 minus y here. In the bottom, when you do the math, you can get -9 minus -3, so it's going to become -6. So what this is saying then, when you multiply this out, is in order for this to happen, the only way for this to work is going to be for the top -2 minus y equal -6. The only way that I can get this to equal 1. So from here, then, it's just going to be doing the math like we did back in Unit 1. So, again, same idea. Change the color here. So here, to zero out that, add 2 to both sides. And then you're going to finish out solving that out. So in this case here, then we'll get a -y, -4. So therefore, your final answer is going to be y equals 4.